Okay, so going back here, we added the text box. We added one button, number one. Now we add another button for number two. So for number two, I also change the text that will show on the screen to number two here. And then change the background color. So we use the background color here. Where's that? Back color. I choose the same color. I want to change also the font size. So here we have font. I want to make it 14 and bold, just to make the things look nice. That actually is not part of the exercise here, but I just want to create something that could look almost similar to the real one that come with Windows. Okay, so this is, I'll add two numbers. Now I need to add this for the operations. For operations, I will add one for plus. So here in text, I need to put plus. This is the name of this is plus. I'll put plus button. And the font, I need to change it also, so that it will look similar to the numbers. Font here. I want to change the size and make it bold. Okay, put it in the same level. Then we need to add the minus, subtract, multiply, divide. We need to add them all here. And at the end, we need to add the equal to calculate everything. So here, this is equal sign, and I will name it as equal also. And then I will change the font to make it a bit bigger. So all this, what I have did so far, is related to the design stage. This is design stage. Now, the rest of the number has to be added here. The rest of the operation should be added here. Now we will write the code. So when we click on number, let me just check the names here. Number one, and this one's supposed to be number two. When I click on the number here, click on this, I need that number to appear inside the text box. That is very simple. When I click here, let me generate that events. So when I click here, what will happen? I need that text box one, the name is text box one dot text, to be equal 1. As simple as that. As simple as that. But if something else is already there, like for example, if number 2 is already there on the text box, and then I click 1, then it should be 21. The value should be 21. That's why I need to check. I need to check before that if the text box, if the value inside the text box is not null, then we have to add something. If it is equal to here, if it is equal to 0, if the value equal to 0, that means we didn't put any number yet, and it is not equal to null. By default, it is 0. And text box dot text, or sorry, 1 here. Text box 1 dot text not equal null. Not equal null. That means there are some value there. Then we add number 1. Else we just add number 1 to whatever existing there. Equal the value that we already have here plus text box or plus 1. Let's see what this will give me here. What kind of reaction this will give me. So I'll just press on execute. See, if I press on 1, it's added 1 to the text box. I press again, it's become 11. See, now we're going here. It's just the current one is 1 plus 1. It's put beside it 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Just add to that, to whatever exists there. But initially it was 0. Initially it was 0. There was nothing there. That's why only number 1 appeared. So this event, actually, we need to repeat it for all the numbers. Now for number 2, let me exit this one. If I go back here, for number 2, I have to do the same. For number 2, double click here. Now number 2 click, I have to do the same thing. Same code exactly. So I have to repeat this code 10 times for all the numbers. If it is 0, that means nothing was there, then just add the number 2. Otherwise, add 2 to whatever existing there. So if 1 was there already, and then I press on 2, it will be 12. It will be 12. That is how to add the numbers. Now you can do the same thing for number 3, number 4, number 5, until number 9. Until number 9. So I think one, it's missing here. So now we need to look into the plus. When we click on the plus here, what will happen? Now before that, because we are using one text box, so when we click the plus, we should take whatever value enter first into a global variable. I can call it here a global variable, which is called first number here, first number, so that why I'm defining it here, so that I can use it inside all the methods. If I define it inside one of the methods, the scope of that variable will belong only to that method. This is of type double, because we can enter, we suppose that we can enter any number. And then I want to define the operation also. That is a string here, string operation. What kind of operation I press on? I need to identify also. So if I go here and click on this plus here, click here, the first number, now because I'm clicking on operation, the logic, what is the logic? Let's say I put number 1, then I click on plus. Now this text should be empty. The number that is already there should be taken, saved into variable. Then the text should be empty. Then the operation that I click on should be saved somewhere. So when I click on the equal, it should take that first number, should take the second number that we put, and then it will implement that operation that we already clicked on. So this is what the logic that we're trying to do here. So first number will be the number that we already saved or already in the text box. So we'll get it from text box 1.text. Well, before that, we have to convert that number to double, because whatever value we put inside the text box is actually a string. So we need to convert it. This is very important to know how to convert the text value or the string value to a number. Convert, you have to use the convert here, convert dot to double. You see here, this one will convert to integer. This one will convert to integer. But we don't want to convert to integer, we want to convert to double. Then which value to convert? The value inside the text box 1.text. That value we need to convert it and then put it in a variable called first number. I need to make the value of text box 1 now. Text box 1, I need to make that value text.text is equal to 0, so that the second number should come in. And I need to save the operation. So operation here, what is this operation? I click on is equal to plus. Now this is what will happen inside plus. The same thing will happen when we click on subtract, for example, or multiply. It will take the first number, save it into this variable first number, clear text box 1 to 0, and then save that type of operation. Now the actual things will happen when we click on equal. The actual things will happen when we click on equal. When we click on equal, we have to have two numbers. We have first number, we have to have operation, and we have to have the second number. So here I will capture the second number. I will define one variable called second number. This is where I will save the second number, and then I'll have another variable to save the result, double result. This is where we will save the result and show it back to the text box. Now, second number, we will get it from the text box after we clear here. After we clear, we enter the second number. Then we will get it from here, second number. Should be the same spelling exactly. Then now we check based on all the operation. If operation is equal to, I'm working on plus. If it is equal to plus, then what to do? What to do now? Then now it will take result equal first number plus second number. As simple as that. First number plus second number. And where to put the result? This result should be placed inside this text box. Before that, we have to convert it to string actually, because it's number now. So we have to convert it to string. To string, and then we put inside it, we put result. Result should be inside it. Now, if we execute, we can implement the plus between any numbers, any combination of these two numbers. So I put, for example, 1 plus C becomes 0 here, plus 2, that is equal to 3. That is equal to 3. Actually, after this one will show the result. So now 32 plus 1, that is equal to 33. So it will do the calculation, the plus now, a plus operation of any two numbers. The rest of the code will be exactly the same. Will be exactly the same of whatever we did so far. For all the numbers here, we need to add a click button. First, we need to add the number here. We need to add the button. After that, we need to add the click operation for all of them. Here, same like this one. Then for all the 4 operations, we need to add this logic here. We need to grab the first number, clear the text box to 0, and then save whatever operation we are pressed on. Inside the equal, we need to check what is the operation that is saved. What is the value of the operation variable? Is it plus? Then we do plus. Is it, for example, minus? Then we have to do minus. Is it multiply? That is a star here. Then we have to do multiply. Is it divide? Then you have to do divide. But for divide, you have to be careful because you need to check so that you will not fall into the divide by 0. If the second number is 0, then you have to show a message box that this is not allowed. This kind of operation is not allowed. So that's how you can build the calculator. Now I wanted to continue on this code actually to build the full calculator.